Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mic check. Adjusting some levels. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mic check. 7, 8, 9, 10.
6'6" junior forward from Canton, Georgia, number 11, Umar Rashid. And a 6'7" graduate student forward from Roswell, Georgia, number 4, Colton Kale. Case Western Reserve is led by head coach Todd McGinnis, who is in his 8th season with the team. He is assisted by Brian Wycliffe, Ryan Murphy, and Jason Lewis.
Welcome everyone to Horsburgh Gymnasium here on the campus of Case Western Reserve University. I'm Sarzucci, excited to bring you tonight's broadcast between two undefeated. It's a great matchup here tonight. Case Western Reserve comes in as the number 9th ranked team in the country. They moved up from number 13 in last week's rankings, and they're getting set to take on the Capital Comets. Capital coming over from Columbus area. They're 6-0 on the season as well, and taking a look at their starting lineup, Alex Eink, Ryan Seaver, Carter Combs, McCain Finkenbein, and Baden Forup, a first year from Mansfield, Ohio, getting the start tonight. He leads this team in scoring. Forup with just over 14 points a game. He's one of 4 players for this Comets team, averaging over double figures. The Spartans have 4 of their own in Sam Trunley, Richie Manigo, Colin Kale, and the leader, Anthony Mazzio. He's averaging just under 19 points a game. So it's Forup and Kale at midcourt, and Capital will win the tip. Finkenbein will take it up. Manigo playing defense on him. They're going to work it over to Combs. Combs is this team's assist leader. He's got 30 on the year, 5 a game. They'll kick it outside, and a whistle. It's going to go back the other way. A turnover on the first possession as Ryan Seaver, the junior forward, stepped on that out-of-bounds line right in front of head coach Todd McGinnis for the Spartans in his 8th season here, bringing in a lot of new faces this season, including Mazzio, who will dish it off to Rashid. Manigo will go from 3. Short, and an offensive rebound for the Spartans. Mazzio once again as Kale hits the deck. He'll Euro step in, drop it off to Thorburn, keep it alive. Rashid thought about a 3. Pass it off to Kale. He will go, and this time it's good. Colin Kale with the first 3, and the Spartans will open the scoring. Colin Kale has had a great start to his Spartan career, averaging about 14 points a game. Just his 4th 3 of the year. Shot is left short from Forup. Quickly the other way, Mazzio, now he'll reset. Kale, how about another one? This one short, off the rim, and the rebound goes back the other way this time. Finkenbein. He's got 29 assists on the year, and they'll take a 3. Seaver's got it, and we're knotted up here. The Capital team we mentioned is 6-0 already. They were 12-14 a year ago and have shown significant improvement to begin this year. Rashid inside. Nice finish on the pass from Colin Kale, getting it in there. Capital on the other side, led by head coach Damon Goodwin, in his 29th season with the program, has been very successful. Another 3. This one from Seaver again, and they've got it. A 6-5 game, just 2 minutes into this one. Capital taking the lead off of 2 Ryan Seaver 3s. Mazzio, beautiful feet inside. Thorburns going to go up and get the foul. And it's going to be the first against McCain Finkenbein. So Luke Thorburn will head to the line. This season, shot just 4 free throws. He's 3 of 4. The first one's good for Thorburn, a senior guard from Houston, Texas. Spent a lot of time with this program and has been part of 2 NCAA tournament teams, including last year. They've hosted tournament games in each of the past 2 seasons. They won the UAA conference title for the first time a year ago. And they take the lead off those 2 free throws. Spartans in a man-to-man defense here, following everyone all over the court. Got Mazzio playing defense right now on Eink. Inside, 4-up, working on Rashid. Goes around him and gets it to fall. There's 2 more, and the first points for Capital that did not come from Ryan Seaver today. Here's Rashid, and Rashid is a player who's shown a lot of promise throughout his couple of years here on both ends of the floor, but this year averaging just 8 points a game so far. Kale, inside, drops it in. Forup will work it over to Carter Combs. Trying to draw a foul off that shot as well. Didn't get either. So Rashid back the other way. Manigo was calling for the ball. He was going into the paint. Rashid didn't like the look. Thorburn drives and then pulls it back. Mazzio, a long 3. Good! Anthony Mazzio, a guard from North Canton, Ohio, has got himself a 3, and he's coming off a week where he was named the UAA Athlete of the Week for men's basketball. 2 games, he averaged 27 points as this one won't go. Nearly getting an offensive board, but Colin Kale comes down with it as well. Mazzio last Wednesday against La Roche scored 29 points. And Rashid's got himself another 3. So the Spartans are starting to feel it on the offensive end. They're 3 for 5, shooting from long range. Inside, Rashid may have gotten a piece of that, and it's gonna fall on the second chance. Forup's got himself on the board. Actually, it was 2 Wednesdays ago. Of course, last week was Thanksgiving that Mazzio had 28 points. And against Denison, he scored 25. Kale inside, can't finish on the dunk. So quickly the other way, no hesitation, good ball movement. Seaver again from 3, he's got 3 on the night already. Mazzio will work this one himself, trying to get by Eink. Drives in, tough fall. And a whistle. I'm going to get a foul called. And it's going to go against Alex Eink, junior guard from Maria Stein, Ohio. Here come a couple subs. Nate Gerber is on the floor, along with Dom Megerly for Capital. And then for the Spartans on the other side, a couple of their own. Ian Elam is in along with Sam Trunley. And another one of those grad transfers, Preston Mako. One more sub, Daryl Cooper, the first-year point guard from Miamisburg, will check in as well. And he's marking Trunley. Mako will inbound. Mazzio thought about a 3. Now he'll take one from mid-range, and he's got it. Beautiful fadeaway shot for Anthony Mazzio. On the other end, Daryl Cooper will bring it up. And I'll pass it off to Combs. Combs working on Rashid. He'll go himself. A couple defenders, Ian Elam included, are in there. Now a long range, and this one was a little bit strong. These are 2 teams that are very talented on the offensive end. The Spartans come in averaging 86 points a game. Comets averaging 80. Here's Trunley. Thought about a 3. It's going to go to Rashid. 12 on the shot clock. Mazzio working on Cooper, spin move, and goes up, and a whistle. He's gonna have 2 shots. The other thing both these teams have done very well all season is shoot from the field. The Spartans averaging 45%, and Capital over 50%, or 51% on the season coming into this one. And in 3 of their 6 contests, they have finished shooting over 50%. As Hunter Drenth will check into the game for the Spartans. He's a senior forward from Akron. And Justin Nixon we'll check in for the comments for Capital. He leads his team in rebounds on the season. He's averaging just under 7 per game. It's a Capital team that's won the rebounding margin on average by 10 a game. The Spartans have done the same by an average margin of 16. Megerly goes inside, finds his teammate, and Nixon will go up and finish. It's a 3-point Spartan lead, and about 13 and a half left to play here in the opening half. Ryan Seaver with 3 threes has kept Capital in it. They've got 15, and he's got 9 of them. Drenth inside, a lot of contact. Not making it easy for this Spartans team. We're still shooting about 65% from the field to start, and there's another turnover for the Comets. It's the second one of the day. And new to the game is Diego Echevarria. And he'll bring it up, dish it off to Elam. Echevarria outside, Mako. This 3 is a little bit off. Rebound quickly going the other way. Here's Combs, finding a teammate in the middle. Gerber won't shoot, now they'll kick it out. And here comes. It's short once again. Mako was playing defense from off that time, and it was just enough to keep Megerly from tying things up. Echevarria Trunley just lost it and dribbled it on that blue line. That's going to be a turnover for the Spartans. Capital will get it. Another chance to tie things up. They're 6 for 10 from the field to start this one. They've got 3 threes on 5 attempts. And Echevarria with a little full court press action. Spartans sticking to this man defense.
Go, Daryl! Go, Dom!
Echevarria on Daryl Cooper.
Half!
Going inside. This one no good. And both teams who started off shooting well have had a couple consecutive plays without any field goals falling now. Echevarria, another Spartan turnover. Cooper quickly. Megerly will go up. Drenth got his arm. That's going to be a foul. And it'll send Megerly to the line. Megerly's shot just 2 free throws on the season. He's made both of them. It's the first point we've seen from either team in the last minute 40. As Alex Eink will come back into the game. This time he'll take Carter Combs off. So he's 1 for 1, but they'll get the rebound and the finish. Justin Nixon, we mentioned, that's been his biggest contribution this season is rebounding, and that's a big one there because it ties things up. So it's a 3-point play at the end of all that. Now Trunley trying to get the Spartan lead back, and they're going to call a foul. Capital did not agree with that call. Nixon thought he had a clean block. Justin Nixon leads this team in blocks. He's got 9 on the season and thought he had his 10th. A couple substitutions as Trunley gives the Spartans the lead back. They called that foul officially on Daryl Cooper, so he's got 2 now. So 1 and 1, Trunley goes, and we're back the other way. Megerly, this time they're taking their time. Slowing down and a long 2. That's gonna fall. Capital back on top. We've already had a couple lead changes. The Spartans bring a couple of their original starters back into the game. Mazzio will work it to Kale. He's got some room on the outside. Tough defense from Nate Gerber. They're going to go one-on-one here. Kale inside, and a travel's going to be called. Gerber's going to win it this time. And they'll bring Ryan Seaver back into the game off of that play. So Seaver already with 9 points off of 3 threes. This time it's Ink working on Mazzio. Inside, now I kick it out. Seaver thought about a 3, and it looks like he's roaming around that arc, trying to get those opportunities. Now they got a trap inside. Megerly on the wing. He'll drive it in himself. Now Nixon, reverse, gets it to go. And this is the largest lead so far for Capital. 22-19. Trunley's shot won't go. About 10.5 minutes left to play in the first half. Nixon hands it back to Finkenbein. Out to the wing, Ink with Trunley on him all the way across the court. Long pass on a 3 off of it, won't go. Fight for the ball, still loose and the Spartans get it. Mazzio will go quickly, they've got numbers the other way. He'll go, dish it off, no look pass to Rashid, and they'll get it to go, and 1. And Rashid's got 7, looking for 8. More substitutions. Rashid, who's a 71% free throw shooter, a junior forward from Canton, Georgia. We've expected a good game coming into this one, and we've got it. We're knotted up at 22, about a quarter of the way into things.
Take it over.
Seaver to the middle to Nixon. Now Nixon will take it himself. Gets past 2 defenders, can't finish. Second chance won't go. Tips it out. Offensive rebound, Combs out to Finkenbein, driving in. Kicks it. Seaver, another 3. Can he get 4? Not yet. Manigo, the rebound, quickly the other way. The Spartans playing with pace. Rashid, his 3 short. And we'll stay here at 22. This time Combs brings it up. Finkenbein in the corner, just kept it in bounds. And tough defense from Manigo. Now Thorburn inside on Nixon. Foul's going to be called against Luke Thorburn. And for Thorburn, that's going to be his first. Just the second as a team for the Spartans so far in this one. And Capital's got 4 offensive rebounds. That time they weren't able to convert off of it, but they'll take the lead off the free throw. And Nixon goes 2 for 2 as they bring Forup back into the game. Forup's played just a couple minutes here so far, and he's 2 for 2 from the field. Thorburn, they'll get the switch, but they'll leave Kale open in the paint. Can't finish. Contested layup. Now Manigo, he was looking for a dunk. It looked like he got blocked. So good recovery by Capital. It looked like Kale initially was going to have an open layup, and they get back just in time. Now it's Combs. Kale on him. He's directing traffic. Inside Forup. Now out Kyle Kenny in the game on the wing on the right side for Capital, and a foul is going to be called once again on Luke Thorburn. So he's got 2 now here in the first half. Might have to take him out, and Ian Elam's going to come in for him. So back up to 20 on the shot clock. Inbound, Finkenbein lobs it up for Seaver. Good find. Inside Kenny, now Finkenbein, catch and shoot. Won't go on the 3. Seaver's the only player who's made a 3 for Capital. Mazzio can't get his 3 to fall. Kale fighting for the rebound with Seaver. Instead, Finkenbein will come up with the loose ball. Now Seaver gets it the other way. Combs taking his time. We saw a lot of quick plays for both teams early in this game, and we've sort of slowed things down here in the last couple minutes. Seaver inside. He's going to get it, and one. They're going to call that one against Richie Manigo, graduate guard from Stewartsville, New Jersey. Came in the first game he played here for the Spartans, Manigo did, and made a splash, going 4 of 5 from 3. In our last outing against Denison, he was 3 of 7 and scored 17 points. That's Mazzio inside, going up, and he's going to draw another foul. Mazzio's got 6 points already. So that foul is going to go against Carter Combs. And for Combs, that's his first. More subs. Ink is back in the game. Dion Miller also in now for Capital. He's a sophomore point guard from Solon, just outside the Cleveland area here. Mazzio on the free throw rolls off. So it remains a 4-point Capital lead, 27-23. They trailed for about the first 10 minutes before going up 23-22. Jump shot no good, and a loose ball. We're going to stay on this end. Megerly back in, and Seaver's off. Miller will inbound. Megerly. Now Ink inside. Finds Miller, an open lane. He's going to float one up, and a beautiful shot. Dion Miller, his first 2 of the night. This is the largest lead now for Capital. It's up to 6. 29-23. Pass is intercepted by Forup. Fast break the other way. Miller trying to go once again. 2 won't go. Elam with a block. Forup gets it back. This time goes up clean, but can't get it to fall. Rashid diving for the loose ball. The Spartans get it back. They're trying to play with some pace now. Manigo looked like he wanted to kick that, but that pass hit the rim. Trunley was open on the wing. Now he's trying to get a steal from behind. Manigo trying to get his hand in there as well. Can't get Miller off the ball. Dion Miller has had an active couple of minutes in here. He'll cut in. Rashid finds him now, looking for help. 10 on the shot clock. Combs, he'll kick it out. Miller, got to get a shot off here. 3. Combs with the 3, won't go. Rashid on the board, fighting for it. No, Megerly comes up with it. New shot clock now. 15, and Forup's got his jump shot to fall. We'll have a timeout from Todd McGinnis. Capital has taken their largest lead once again and extended it. It's an 8-point lead for the visitors, 31-23 in a battle of undefeateds. We'll take a short break. So it's a 9-1 run for Capital. We were knotted up at 22, and that was back with 9:59 left, and Mako finally gets another field goal for the Spartans. It's their first field goal since that three-point play by Umar Rashid. So Mako, coming off the timeout, gets his first three of the night. Combs driving in on the right side for Capital. Megerly with 10 on the shot clock, inside to Forup. Fading away and accurate. Leads back up to 7. Mako, he can think about one from here. Gets it to Kale, now Trunley on the outside. He's looking for Kale, now he finds a cutting Hunter Drenth. Contact, and he gets it to fall. Maybe wanted more, but didn't get the foul called either way. And Hunter Drenth will have his first points of the night. Combs, no look pass, dishes it off to Forup, and the finish at the rim. Baden Forup's got 10. And he's got the last 4 for the Comets. Drenth, fade away. It'll roll in. And these teams have picked it up shooting. They started off hot, went cold for a couple minutes, and are back on top of it. Again, we mentioned these are two really good shooting teams going at it. Ink will go for 3. Can't get it. Kale with the rebound. Now Mako, he's got 1 tonight. Can't get 2. Trunley with the rebound. Drops it into Kale, and a whistle. Foul's going to be called against Capital. It's going to go against Megerly. For Megerly, that's his second. It'll send Colin Kale to the line. Colin Kale this season has missed just 1 free throw. He's 14 of 15. And a rarity, he'll miss another one. So Finkenbein will take it up slowly. They'll work it to Combs. Looking for Seaver inside. Reverse layup from Combs, can't get it. Seaver was fighting for the rebound, and he's going to foul Trunley. Ryan Seaver has had a great night so far. He's got 12 points, and he just picked up his first foul. Seaver, the junior forward from Ottoville, Ohio. And now it's Trunley at the line. Trunley averaging 10 points a game, and he's 94% from the line so far this season. He's got a couple free throws already today. Trying to close this gap. The Spartans have not led in the last about 7 minutes or so. I'm gonna go full court defense this time. Nearly got a trap. They've got numbers, Capital does now. Now the Spartans get back. Nixon working inside, shot blocked by Kale. Trunley quickly out to Mako. Now Trunley a long 3. That'll go! Spartans tie it up. Sam Trunley, a couple back-to-back plays. He got a rebound, went to the line, converted 2, and then hit a 3 there off the blocked shot by Colin Kale. Suddenly the Spartans have a lot more life now. Ink trying to work it in. Turnover. Spartans get it back, and Trunley may have gotten fouled once again. This one will go against Nixon. And it's the first against Justin. So we'll go 1-1 for Trunley once again. Sam Trunley's got 6 already, including 3 from the free throw line. Sam Trunley has been an incredible bench player for the Spartans the past couple years, a big part of their Sweet 16 run 2 years ago. Continue to be a weapon for them last year, and now they bring out the full court defense. Comets will just get it off. They've got numbers. They can go quickly. Seaver inside off the glass, and that'll tie things up once again. Seaver's got 14 here in the first half already. Drenth will take it himself. A little bit too strong for him, but Kale on the offensive board. He'll finish. Second chance gives the Spartans the lead once again. Just over 2 minutes here in this first half, and we've had a close game as we expected. Two undefeated teams, number 9 Case Western Reserve taking on undefeated 6-0 Capital. The Spartans come in 4-0, 2 at home, 2 on the road. 3 ball, bounces up and won't go. Drenth on the rebound. Mako the other way, Mazzio. Inside to Kale quickly, and he'll get it to fall. Colin Kale having a nice night of his own. He's got 9 points and a timeout by Coach Goodwin for Capital. The Spartans have taken a 4-point lead with 1:42 in the first half. So before the current run, the Spartans hadn't led since 12:01 in the first half. We're at 1:42 now, and they took this lead at 2:17, and it's been 4 straight for them. So coming off that Capital timeout, trying to close the gap as we're about to head into the halftime break. With 1:20 now and 7 on the shot clock for Carter Combs. Working in himself. Kale, another block. Rebound, and they'll get it to fall with 4 up just before the shot clock expired. The first-year power forward has had himself a good first half as well. He's got 10 points now. Mazzio driving inside. That second chance won't count. It'll send Mazzio to the line, and the foul is going to go against Eink. That's the second one for Alex Eink. First one good for Mazzio. Brings the lead back up to 3 for the Spartans. Spartans team that has played from ahead in the past couple matchups, but they had an overtime contest against Denison on the road in their last outing. They won that one by 6, 80-74. It's been the closest margin for them this season. Capital's got to get it over. Now they do with Seaver. Now Combs. Got just a couple more possessions here in this first half. We're under a minute now, and they'll turn it over once again. The Spartans, about a 10-second difference between the shot and the game clock. Mako on the reverse, and it'll go. Nearly losing the ball, but they'll possess it. There's about half a second now separating shot and game, and a foul is going to be called against Mazzio. So Mazzio will come out. Manigo will come in for him. It's the first foul for the grad student. So we've got 18.3 on the clock. Shot clock is off. This could be the last possession if Capital wants it. And Kane Finkenbein will take it up. Manigo playing defense on him. He'll get some pick and roll action off the ball screen. And a foul is going to be called. No shot. And it's called against Manigo. That's the second now for Manigo. Inbound. 4 up, and they're going to lose the ball. Good defense that time. Manigo, who committed the foul on the previous possession, strips the ball, and it's going to go off the foot of Finkenbein and out. 6.3 on the clock, and the Spartans will probably take one last shot before the break. They've already got a 6-point lead. And Dion Miller will come back into the game for Capital. Might see some full court defense here. Mazzio will get it back to Trunley. Trunley will look to take the last shot. A long 3, and he's got it at the buzzer! Sam Trunley! And an exclamation point on that first half. He's got 11 points to lead the Spartans now. And they'll head into the break with a 9-point lead. Sam Trunley having a great game off the bench. And the Spartans, who trailed for about 5 or 6 minutes in the middle of that first half, came back to take the lead and finish it off with a beautifully timed play. 48-39, Case Western Reserve over Capital as we head into halftime. We'll be about 15 minutes. Head right back over here to Horsburgh Gymnasium because we've got a good one for you tonight. Moments away from the second half here at Horsburgh Gymnasium on the campus of Case Western Reserve University, and we have got a great game on our hands right now between the 9th-ranked Case Western Reserve Spartans taking on the Capital Comets, two undefeated teams squaring off here tonight. We'll start the second half with Luke Thorburn inside, and he's got the first two to put the Spartans at 50. It was a Spartan team that trailed by 8 with 5:55 to go. That was the largest lead for Capital, and the Spartans ended that first half on a 25-8 run, including a 7-0 run in the last 55 seconds and a three-pointer, a long one at the buzzer for Sam Trunley. This one is just, not kept in bounds. It just popped out at the very end. Baden Forup, who had a good first half for the Comets with 12 points and 3 rebounds. He was 6 of 8 from the field. Second in scoring only to Ryan Seaver, who hit 3 early threes and finished that half with 14 points. Mazio's pass picked off, and Capital with some pace. Eink defense converged quickly. Now it's inside to Forup, and he'll get it to go. Finkenbein fed it to him. So the 11-point lead that we had moments ago was the largest for the Spartans in the match. Before that, the 9-point lead they went into the half with was the largest lead that they had at any point. The Spartan team that shot 56%. Can't get this one to go, however. They also shot 50% from 3. Inside Forup, quick layup. And Finkenbein another beautiful feed into him. That cuts the lead to 7. Mazio to Manigo. Manigo inside, Rashid finishes, can't get it to go. And Forup's gonna foul him. It's a first foul for Baden Forup. Now, last 3 of the first half, they also reviewed just as these teams were heading into the locker rooms, and it was confirmed. So Sam Trunley, who hit that off the bench, had 11 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist for the Spartans. Here's Rashid, and now he's got 10 points after those 2 free throws. He had 8 in the first half, along with 2 boards and 2 assists. Full court defense is out. They got Eink open on this side. He's going to go up and will get fouled by Kale. So when the Spartans have showed this full court defense, Capital is trying to work it quickly in close to the paint. And they've got a lot of open players because some of these Spartan bigs are getting drawn up. Eink at the line, can't hit on the first one. Eink in the first half was held scoreless. The junior guard so far this season averaging about 9 points a game. Mazio gets by one defender off the ball screen from Kale. Now we'll kick it out. Rashid for 3, a little bit long. Offensive board. And Mazio, a strong drive inside. And he'll get sent to the line once again. This time it's going to go against Eink. It's the 3rd foul now for Eink. He's got just the 1 point off the free throw. So they'll put Dom Megerly in for him. Megerly's got 3 points on the night. Here's Mazio. And Mazio's up to 10. Seaver, now Forup. Capital's got to find some offense. Megerly, he's got two inside. Talked about that Spartan run at the end of the first half. And this is Capital trying to answer and trying to get back in their own rhythm. Saw them go on a couple runs. Again, led by 8 at one point in that first half. Here's Combs, inside, Seaver. May have gotten partially tipped there. Either way, it stays with the Comets. This time it's Forup inside, and his jump shot will go. He's got 18 now. And Forup, who came in as the leading scorer for Capital, averaging about 14 points a game. As Rashid will go for 3 for the Spartans. He was open, and Kale with the offensive rebound gets it up and gets it down. The Spartans had 5 second chance points in the first half, and they've got 2 more right there. Forup quickly the other way, and his shot off the glass won't go. The Spartans also turned it over 10 times, or rather got 10 points off of their turnovers. Turned it over 5 times and got 6 away from Capital. And they got 20 points off their bench in that first half as well. So another foul will send Manigo to the line. Manigo didn't score in that first half either. His first free throw good. So that makes it a 9-point lead as Sam Trunley will come back into the game for Manigo. 57-48 with a little bit over 16 minutes to go in this one. We've had a great matchup for Capital. Baden Forup with 18 points leads them on the offensive end. Here's Dion Miller. We saw him in the first half for about 6 minutes. A long 2, foot on the line, but that'll go in. Nate Gerber, the senior forward, getting himself on the board. Trying to slowly cut into this Spartan lead. Mazzio drives in, finds some space. Shot won't fall. Rebound loose. Spartans got it. Rashid, second chance won't go. Forup with the board. Now on the offensive end. Forup working into the paint this time. He'll get the ball inside, working on Mazzio. Off the glass again, won't go. And the Spartans will work it quickly the other way. Elam will go for 3. This one no good. Rashid, another offensive rebound. His shot blocked, but it'll stay on this end with the Spartans. Justin Nixon will check into the game, and he'll take off Forup. Nixon had 8 points and 4 rebounds in the first half, and there's Sam Trunley picking up right where he left off. He's got 14, and he's got 3 threes. Combs out. Megerly for 3, won't go. Thorburn, it's a 10-point Spartan lead, and Sam Trunley's got another one. I'll get it over to Mazzio. Trunley leads the Spartans now with 14 points. He'll drive it in himself this time. He'll get to the line, and his shot won't go. So he converted a couple free throws in that first half. He was 5 for 6 from the line. That first half, we had 6 lead changes. The Spartans led for about 9 minutes. Comets led for about 8. We had a tie game at a couple different stages. But we ended that first half at 48-39 because of that 7-0 run for the Spartans in the final minute. Now we have a 12-point Spartan lead. It's their largest of the night. And more full court defense out. Comets trying to find some space. Combs, ball is stripped away from him. Rashid, now he'll get it on the fast break. Trunley for three. He's got another one. Sam Trunley, 19 points off the bench, and he's 4 of 4 from three. Strong screen on the other end, and a foul will be called. How about the night Sam Trunley is having? Trunley came into this game the team's 4th leading scorer with 10 points. He was shooting 36% from three, and he was shooting 55% from the field. Today has topped all those numbers by a long shot. Here's a three on the other end. Won't go for Capital. Gerber was no good on that shot, too strong. And now Trunley, why not? And this is the first one he's missed all night. And he pointed to Coach McGinnis saying, my bad, maybe I got a little bit carried away there. But when the Spartans have a 15-point lead, doesn't hurt them too much just yet. Combs on the other end, his three no good. Mako works it over to Mazzio. Hot hand, still got it. Now we'll kick it out to Rashid. Mako for three. The Spartans are pouring it on right now. 9 threes for the Spartans, and we'll have a timeout. They've taken an 18-point lead here in the second half. 13-19 to go, and it's been all white. So off that timeout, the Comets bring Ryan Seaver back into the game as Preston Mako hit his second three of the night to extend the Spartans' lead to 18 points. Magerle gets it across for the Comets. More full court defense for the Spartans. They've been on and off showing that look today. Here's Seaver, 14 points in the first half, so far none in the second, as Drenth tips that ball away. Another turnover. Trunley kicks it other side. Drenth, he'll go for three. Why not? 21-point lead, and Hunter Drenth has got himself another long ball. That's 10 of them good for the Spartans here tonight. It's right on their season average. 10 threes made per game in the 4 games they've played. Trying to make that 11. Trunley started off 4 for 4, but he's missed his last 2 from long range. And as Capital was getting into their offense, we're going to have another timeout called by Coach Goodwin. So a 21-point lead now, 12-24 here in the second half. And the Comets are trying to keep this one from getting away from them. Step aside. We'll have it inbound from the far side of your screen, right in front of that Comet bench. It'll go to Eink. Eink has just 1 point tonight. His floater, no good. It's just been an off night for him. Uncharacteristic. He'll take it away and finish at the rim. Justin Nixon. And Nixon's got himself 10 points now tonight. Mazio works it over to Drenth, who just hit his first three. Now Trunley inside, and Hunter, it's off his hands. Turnover going the other way. Trunley came in and nearly got a steal. Gonna have a whistle before the shot. They're gonna call the foul against Drenth. Trunley thought it was gonna be on him as he came flying in, but no, it's on Hunter Drenth instead. And the Spartans, since the 16:05 mark, so about the last 4.5 minutes, are on a 14-2 run, make it 14-4 as Combs will draw the and one. And another foul is going to be called against Drenth. That's back-to-back. So Drenth will have to step off. That's his third foul now of the night. So Carter Combs at the line for the Comets. His free throw no good. He's 11 of 14 coming into the night. Doesn't convert there, and it remains a 17-point Spartan lead. Mazio over to Trunley.
Squeeze here. Squeeze it out, Alex.
Back to Trunley, another three. And he's been off his last three, but still, don't want to discount from the game he's having. 19 points for the Spartans, and another foul is going to be called. This one is going to go against Trunley. First free throw good for Eink. Again, just his second point of the night as the Spartans will make a few changes. Manny goes back in along with Thorburn. Thorburn leads everyone tonight with 6 rebounds. Outside they go to Manigo. It's a 15-point lead now. Thorburn inside, he's got a lot of room. And Falling converts on the layup. Here's Forup, he's been the leading scorer for Capital tonight. Throws it up. Now Forup gets the rebound and gets it to fall. He's got 20 points, leading everyone now. He had a good first half where he scored 12 points, and he's got 8 here in the second. Ryan Seaver is their next leading scorer, has nothing in the second half as Manigo's 3 won't go. Seaver had 14. He had 9 points very early. Blocked by Manigo, my goodness. As Finkenbein was going up for Richie, Manigo came in from behind and just swatted that. It'll stay over here, however, with Seaver, and now Eink trying to drive in on Mazio, and another whistle. Got 10-19 here in the second half, and it just feels like a whole different ball game now after that run the Spartans went on. They converted a couple threes and really opened this lead up. Eink's free throw good. converts another one. So he's got 5 points now suddenly after a couple trips to the line. The lead is down to 13. Rashid out to Mazzio. He'll go for 3 and just a little bit off. Won't go. And so Trunley will come back into the game. They'll take off Mazzio. Will stay on the Spartans' end. Seaver off the inbound. Now Eink, 3-ball, Finkenbein, and it goes. So now it's suddenly a 10-point game. Capital is starting to close the gap here.
10-13, 10-13. Got it, 20. Alex.
Rashid and the Spartans need a bucket. Kale inside, won't go, but they got a whistle. And that'll send Colin Kale to the line. And Kale's having a good night. He's got 11 points along with 2 blocks and 5 rebounds.
Press break, Cap.
This lead was once 21 for the Spartans, and it was cut down to 10 before those last 2 free throws from Kale. It was just 3 minutes ago that the Spartans led 71-50. Kale on the rebound. Manigo, the Spartans working quickly this time. And now they'll reset. Trunley, Combs is on him. On a zone defense look here. Now they're matching. Now Rashid on the reverse layup. And his will fall. So the Spartans will extend their lead. Again, was down to 10 and now is back up to 14 as Eink is tripped up and hits the deck. A foul is going to be called against Thorburn. That's the 3rd one called against Luke Thorburn tonight. Eink with another free throw. Alex Eink has had an interesting night. Started off very slow, did not score in the first half, and has yet to score from the field. All his points coming from the line. He's got 6 tonight, and he'll throw this one in, trying to keep it alive. And they're going to say he stepped out. Sam Trunley will bring it up for the Spartans. And a night where Trunley's got 19 points coming off the bench. He's hit 4 threes, has a couple of rebounds as well. They'll get it back to him. Now he's got room from 3, and that went in and out. Looked like he was set to get back on track in that area. And a block from Thorburn on the 3-ball. Swatted that into the stands, and the Spartan crowd is loving it. Seen a couple blocks from them here in this second half now. That's the 5th one of the night as a team, and the first for Thorburn. So it's still a 13-point lead. Eink for the Comets, trying to drive in. Rashid is on him. Now he'll drop it off. Megerly spinning in the paint. Won't go. Now Forup finishes. Baden Forup, 22 points on the night. Trunley going back and forth with Mako. Mako thought about a 3. He's already hit 2 tonight. Now Trunley will drive in. Got some room. Now he'll dish it off to Kale, and Kale will finish to put the lead back up at 13. Foul's going to be called against Kale. So it will send Ike to the line once again, and he's been successful from the line. 6 of 9 now after that miss. He's got another one coming. Trying to cut into this Spartan lead with 7.5 to go as Dion Miller will check into the game, but not just yet. Ike's free throw short, and the Spartans get the rebound. So Kale will hand it off to Trunley. Trunley to Mako. Now Trunley, not about a shot once again. Won't hesitate to shoot from 3 even though he's missed the last couple. Now Mako going inside will kick it out to Manigo. His 3 rolls off. Rebound Forup. Forup's got a career high with 22 points here tonight. Megerly inside blocked, but a foul. And it's going to be called against Umar Rashid. And it's actually just the first foul for Rashid as Megerly converts on the first free throw. More changes. Hunter Drenth had 3 fouls in the game, so he checked out. He's back in now. There's Dion Miller in as well. Sophomore point guard. Megerly. Second free throw won't go. Trunley on the board. And Sam Trunley, tonight it's been excellent all over the floor. He's got 4 rebounds as well. Mako up top goes out to Mazio. Now Mako on his left side. Trunley, they thought about a 3. That Spartan bench was already standing up, but there's 4 seconds now on the shot clock. Trunley's got it on the floor, and Drent's got to throw it up. Did he get it off? Doesn't matter either way. Comets will bring it back. 3 ball. This one no good for Finkenbein. Forup kicks it back out to Combs. His 3 goes, and it's a long one and a timely one for Capital. They needed that as they get the timeout, and the Spartans' lead has been cut down to 9. 79-70 with 6:11 in the match. We've got a timeout, and we'll be back for a great finish here at Horsburgh Gymnasium. So Carter Combs with a 3 ball, and that gets Capital within a 9-point lead of the Spartans. And Hunter Drenth won't convert. The other way, here's Combs once again. This one won't go. Offensive rebound. Under 6 minutes now to play, and Capital trying to fight back from a Spartan lead that was once 21 with about 12:50 left in this one. Megerly won't go. Another offensive rebound. That's 2 in a row for Capital. A long pass across the court, and a 3 off of it is good. Suddenly we've got a 2-possession game. A much different ball game than we had about 7 minutes ago. Mako inside to Drenth, now Trunley. He's got to get hot again, and another 3 goes in and out. Mazzio trying to answer on the offensive board. That's 2 for the Spartans now, nearly. Trunley lost it at the last second. Miller grabs it. Finkenbein, his 3, rolls off. And the rebound for Mako. Preston Mako, he'll go out. Mazzio will try again. This 3 also no good. The Spartans in desperate need now of a basket. This one going up, and the finish, that won't count on the tip from Forup, but Megerly will go to the line. The Spartans haven't scored in about 3 minutes now of play. Colin Kale layup at 7:38. And since then, it's been 7 straight for Capital. Now they've got free throws as well. So a couple subs for the Spartans now. Rashid is back in. Thorburn is back in. They've got Mazzio, Mako, and Kale on the floor. On the other side, it's Combs, Finkenbein, Miller. Megerly subbing out right now for Seaver, and they've got Justin Nixon in as well. We're set for a great finish. It's a 4-point ball game. It was 71-50. The Spartans were on top. Since then, a 25-8 run. Coincidental because the Spartans finished that first half on a 25-8 run as well. Here's Mazzio, the jump shot, rolling off, and it's good. Bounced off the rim a couple times, and that ends a 9-0 run for Capital. That lasted about 3 minutes and some change. Here's Nixon, got Mako in the air, goes inside. Seaver, those are his first points of the second half. He's got 16 on the night, and he's got it back to a 4-point game. Spartans looking to pace things. Thorburn, Mako, thought about a 3. Now Rashid did the same. He'll work it back to Preston.
Get ready!
Mako up top with Nixon on him. Now Miller playing defense. Thorburn working on Seaver. They get the switch. Thorburn kicks it out. Preston Mako for 3 as the shot clock's winding down. Can't get the offensive board, and Thorburn's going to get a foul there, as he was fighting with Finkenbein for it, and McCain Finkenbein took a hard fall. So that's 5 fouls now for Luke Thorburn. He's got 1 more until that's it for him. It'll send McCain Finkenbein to the line. Finkenbein, who's a 76% free throw shooter on the year. First one good as the subs come in. Trunley back on for the Spartans. Now Forup, along with Eink and Megerly, back in for Capital. So it's a 3-point game now, with another free throw coming as both these teams trying to set up their matchups. wipe off a spot on that court as well and should be good to go. Finkenbein, first free throw good. Second one on the way. And he's 2 for 2 on this trip. And that makes it a 2-point game. The Spartans holding on to this lead by a thread. Mako, catch and shoot. And he's got it. They needed that. And Coach McGinnis will call a timeout as the Spartans take a 5-point lead with 3:12 left in the ball game. Capital not going away, a lead that was once 21. It's at 5 with 3:12 left. If you're wondering, by the way, we keep talking about that Spartan lead that's been so large at times. The last time in this match Capital led was with 3:01 in the first half. They led 35-32 before a Sam Trunley three-pointer tied things up. Again, they trailed by 21 points as they convert here to make it a one-possession game. They trailed 71-50 with 12 minutes and 51 seconds left in this ball game. Now it's Mako. Ball was poked away from him, but we're going to stay on this end. 84-81 with 2:41 left. Preston Mako was looking for Mazzio, couldn't find him. He's got to get this in. Now we'll get Rashid with Megerly draped all over him. Now Mako gets the ball back, working it into the middle. Kale, he'll go for three, and he's got it. Making a 6-point lead for the Spartans. Colin Kale's got 18. Now the Comets need a bucket. Megerly over to Combs. He'll go a long three, in and out. Trying to get the offensive board. Ink and then Forup. Won't go, and it'll pop out of play. And now the Spartans can slow things down. They've got 2:16 to kill, and they're holding on to this 6-point lead. Capital trying to rally back. Mazzio will take it up himself. Now Trunley needs one, and he got it! Sam Trunley started off hot, struggled for a little bit, but needed to find his rhythm, and that was a timely three-pointer. That's back-to-back for the Spartans, 90-81. That brings it up to a 9-point lead. And Capital's got to conserve some clock here. Finkenbein trying to direct traffic, and Trunley's on him defensively. Pass it off to Ink. Ink to Forup. Forup's got 22. A long three from Finkenbein, and it's good. McCain Finkenbein, he's got 8 points now, and that's his second three-pointer and just his second field goal of the night overall. Here's Mazzio. Drives in and the jump shot. Who's that out on? We're going to stay here. They're going to say that's Spartan ball. And the officials are going to confer and talk about this. We might have a review to see who it's out on. We're going to look at video replay. I believe they're going to say initially it was out on Megerly. And they're going to take a look at it. It's a 6-point game, so this would be a big play if the Comets get it back here with a minute 28. We're going to step aside while the officials take a look and let you know the result when we come back. So before that review, it was Coach Damon Goodwin, we mentioned, a veteran coach in his 29th year, asked the officials if they could take a look at it to see who it was out on. And as a result of that review, it's going to be Comets ball. It was initially called Spartan ball. So Einks got it. The full court defense backs off. And they're down by 6 with a minute 20, so a little bit of time still left for them. They've got to go. And Eink, and he's got an and one just when he needed it. Alex Eink spinning up to get that one to go. That's his first field goal of the night. All of his points so far have been from the free throw line, and he needed that foul called. A 3-point play would be big here. Foul's called against Rashid. It's his second. And it's Eink at the line. Converting this would make it a 1-possession game. Eink's free throw won't go, and Mako on the rebound. So the Spartans will take their time getting up with Mazzio. Eink on him. Mazzio dribbling around himself. 10 on the shot clock. Now the second defender comes. 4 up, and Mazzio throws it away. Finkenbein's got it. Going the other way is 4 up. Rashid coming up on him. Eink fighting for the rebound. Mazzio's got it with a tip from Mako. And now that full court defense is out, trying to get the Spartans off the ball. They got Kale with it. And we're going to have a Spartan timeout. Coach McGinnis will gather his team and talk about this. 34 seconds and some change. 90-86, the Spartans holding on to a 4-point lead. Preston Mako set to inbound. 34 seconds left, 4-point Spartan lead. They'll get it to Trunley. And Eink will foul him. Waited a couple seconds, but finally did get the foul on Trunley. Dion Miller will come in. They'll take Eink out. And Mako will inbound once again. Mako over to Rashid. And the foul. This one by Megerly. So this one will send Umar Rashid to the line, and Rashid coming into this one with just 7 free throws on the season. Rashid tonight was 3 for 3 from the line so far. Came in as a 71% free throw shooter. So he gets the first, so we'll have another. Converting this would make it a 6-point game. And you would imagine from there, Capital would have to start shooting from 3. There's going to be a fraction of a second difference between the shot and the game clock. Finkenbein will take it up. 4 up on the ball screen. Finkenbein got to get a shot off here quickly. It's a 2-possession game. Eink inside, 4 up, kicks it out on the wing, and Megerle's shot won't go. They strip it from Elam off the rebound, and now a foul's going to get called against Trunley, and he can't believe it. He's looking at Coach McGinnis like, how is that a foul? It's the second foul against Sam Trunley, and it'll send Alex Eink to the line. First one good for Eink, who's got now 9 points off of 7 free throws and a beautiful windmill layup. Second one won't go. Oh, Kale on the rebound over to Trunley, and they've got a foul now. 4 up will get it, and that'll send Trunley to the line. And Trunley, who came in as a 94% free throw shooter, probably one of the last people you want to send to the line here. The best free throw shooter on the team so far this season for a team that's shot 80% from the line. With 5.3 left in this one, Trunley, first free throw good, and Trunley has had some kind of night. Again, we mentioned off the bench, hit a couple threes early, and he's got himself up now to 23 points with another free throw coming. Make that 24. Rashid tipped that one. We're gonna likely have one more shot come off Combs. Instead, he's just gonna dribble it out. And a thrill ride of a ball game. The Spartans will win it 94-87. And they led by as many as 21 at one point. Capital stormed back in the second half, just not enough. And a career high in points from Sam Trunley with 24 to lead all scorers and to lead the Spartans to a victory, keeping their undefeated season alive. And it's the first defeat for Capital this year. They'll fall to 6-1. They'll head over back home to take on Otterbein in their next outing before a tough contest on the road against number 19 Marietta. As for the Spartans, we'll have them right back here on Saturday in a match against Kalamazoo, and on a night where the Spartans hit 13 three-pointers, it's enough to propel them to victory. Once again, Saturday at 3 p.m. The Spartans will be right back here in Horsburgh Gymnasium to take on Kalamazoo College and try and improve their overall record to 6-0. 94-87 your final tonight. Case Western Reserve University defeating the Capital Comets. Thank you as always for tuning in to Spartan men's basketball, and we hope to see you Saturday. Have a great rest of your night.